Pre-season is normally a time that you look forward to, and it's probably the most important time of the season for any manager or coach to kind of bond with your players and put your own stamp or put your own mark on the team, to get your ideas across. And with COVID this year, it's been very unusual. It's been tough, to be honest, because we haven't really got to spend the same amount of time on the training pitch as we would normally do. We've had to take quite a few games. We've intentionally taken games against a lot of higher opposition, probably to get minutes into the legs to prepare for the season. The main thing is to get players match fit, but when you have the competitive edge, you want to win football matches, whether it's a pre-season friendly or whether it's a County Antrim Shield game or whether it's a league game. You want to win games of football, and there was no pre-season game that I approached or the team approached with a view of losing it. We lost some, we won some, with some good results, with some poor results, with some good performances, some poor performances, and that's probably what pre-season is about. We mixed the teams, everybody got a fair crack at things, and it gave us different options to look at. So pre-season, you're never going to get 6 or 7 games in the bounce where it's high quality. So we finished pre-season quite strong, so I'm happy enough. One of my biggest tasks was to work with a probably greatly reduced budget from last year, and I think everybody would understand that. COVID probably has impacted clubs a lot more than maybe people expected, but to give the board credit, whilst there's been a wage cut, the board stuck their neck out pretty early on, and they've interacted well, and they've supported me. I can't fault that, and they've given me their backing in terms of who I've brought into the club. We've been lucky enough to assemble a considerably bigger squad than last year. That's intentional because I think it's important that we do have competition for places. We have good quality young boys here now, and we have a wee bit of experience. So last year we finished last season quite well. A lot of people will argue that maybe if it had continued, that we maybe had a chance at a playoff spot. Who knows? But from January to March, the players that were at the club showed that we did have the nucleus of a good squad. I'm not going to tell people lies. I'd like to have kept Johnny Taylor, I'd like to have kept Michael McClellan, but they decided to go elsewhere. So to retain 4/5 of the squad was probably important. We were able to retain the experience of Neeson, McGovern, the McAllisters, Wack. Them guys are important to the football club, as is the likes of Kim Nelson and TJ Murray. They'll play a big part, but as I say, we brought in younger legs in the Conal Youngs and the Saloos last year, and we've added to that. Danny was probably an unknown quantity to me. He came in as a favour to cover a couple of games for us, and he done really well. Good handling, good talker. As I say, Neeson's missed most of the pre-season through injury, so Danny's come in, and it's good to have 2 goalkeepers now fighting for the place. In terms of defenders, I've known Danny Mcgill from the time at Carrick, and Danny's a good lad. He was unfortunate 2 years ago with a cruciate injury, and he was fit and raring to go within, I think, 6 months. And he's a bit part player at Carrick last year, and luckily enough they agreed to loan him out for a season. So hopefully Danny gets a good run of games here injury free, and can show people what a good player he is. Rory O'Hare's come in from Midfield Swiss, and as I say, I've known Rory 4 or 5 years now from his youth days. He's a big unit. Maybe sometimes a bit casual, but I say that there is a player in there, and I say this whole thing now with Rory is hopefully this gives him an opportunity to go and show and fulfil his potential, because Rory O'Hare can be a top player in Irish League football if he wants it enough. So hopefully we'll be able to provide that platform for him. We had Sam Dinnew with Jamie Glover in last year, whilst Jamie couldn't play. Both will come in the left hand side with William Armstrong moving on. Again, gives us a wee bit of legs, a wee bit of youthfulness. Michael Mcgrath came in from Dunmurry Rack again. unknown quantity, but he's done really well in the pre-season games he's played. So, you know, he deserves a crack at it. In terms of midfield, again, Jake Corbett's come in from Linfield Swifts, and again, Jake's a top player. Top player, and as I say, he'll only get better. With the run of games, Jake should do really well for us this season. And then say the forward players, you know, Daniel Reynolds will score goals. He works hard, he knows where the net is. Callum Ferris will score goals, he'll work hard. He'll be a real handful for defenders. He'll be a nuisance. But you know, Callum's 19. He's been in the Northern Ireland setup for 5-6 years, and now he needs to really push on. So again, hopefully this gives him the platform to do that. And then you have the Darius Ruhu one, who came in and has done really well in pre-season. And again, work ethic will be very good. And that's what we're trying to instill. We're trying to bring the right type of player to the football club. We want players that want to play here. We want players who want to work hard. We want players who want to earn the right to play football on a Saturday afternoon, and we want players to go out and give their all for the club. And at the end of the day, if we win, lose or draw, that's all we can ask is the players go out and carry out the instructions and work as hard as they can work. We'll have no complaints. I watched Distillery last week against the Welders, and to be honest, they've done very well. Saturday's by no means going to be an easy game. I know Johnny Clapham well, and Johnny is a very good coach. He plays football. He gets his teams playing football, and that wasn't really a surprise when I seen the Whites, you know, playing on Saturday. They get the ball down, they play, and they're full of energy. So, you know, we had a good session tonight, and you know, I've kind of, Whites it's a wee bit early. I've told the players that there's no point in coming here on Saturday if they think they're going to get an easy run, because you know the Whites won't give that. You know, Saturday's going to be a tough game, and it should be a good game. I say we'll try and get the ball down as well, but as I say, it's going to be a tough one on Saturday.